It's Chinese week on the Chef's Line.
It's gonna be good, I tell you.
And tonight, we're kicking off with a classic Chinese dish, dumplings.
Family favorite?
Usually consisting of dough wrapped around a filling of meat, fish or vegetables, dumplings can be baked, steamed, boiled or fried.
Who doesn't like dumplings, honestly?
Some of Australia's best home cooks will be putting their culinary skills to the test against top Chinese restaurant, Lotus.
Authentic, but a little bit different.
And tonight, our home cooks are facing the first stop in their chef's line, apprentice chef Kevin.
Just chop.
As the week progresses,
Chinese cooking is built on contradictions.
the competition will escalate in difficulty. From the apprentice all the way
Go, go!
to the head chef. Judged by executive chef Dan Hong, renowned chef Mark Olive, and food writer Melissa Leon. Whose dumplings will win them the chance to reach the end of the Chef's Line?
Welcome to the Chef's Line kitchen. This week is Chinese cuisine. And tonight we're going to find out who makes the best dumplings. Dumplings are delicious parcels of filled goodness, wrapped in pastry, and are meant to be eaten with your chopsticks in one go.
Head Chef Chris, thanks for bringing your team in from Lotus tonight. You're ready for this challenge?
Thanks so much for having us. Yes, we are ready.
Apprentice Chef Kevin, you are the first to cook. How do you think you will go tonight?
I will try my best to beat the home cooks.
Well, you're going to need to draw on all your skills because these guys are good.
Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Guess what, Melissa and Dan? This is Nobby's mum. Nobby was here last year
Yes.
and he won
was.
2 trophies
He
using
did.
your recipes.
You got the trophy.
Big
Pressure
boost
is
to
on.
Phil.
I'm here to win though. So watch out.
So, judging your dumplings will be Melissa.
I love dumplings.
And to keep things fair, she'll be relaxing our back so she doesn't know who's made what. Off you go, Melissa.
Good luck.
Apprentice Chef Kevin, home cooks. You have 60 minutes to make your best dumplings. So let's cook.
Good luck, guys. Mark, I love dumplings. They seem pretty easy, but the pastry's got to be nice and thin. They've got to make sure that they're sealed at the end so it doesn't let the filling come out.
You've got to see that protein in there as well, what they're putting in there with it.
I'm excited for a chef to try.
Dan Chick is losing her voice, and I think she's finding that a bit of a struggle.
Well, hopefully she can let the food do the talking.
Exactly.
Okay, this one go in there first.
My name's Leola.
I'm cooking a shumai and vegetable dumplings in a chicken broth.
Dumplings are awesome. Who doesn't like dumplings, honestly? I guess growing up, going to Yumcha every weekend, eating pork and prawn shumai is something that we always did as a family. The culture that I've been brought up in glorifies food, and I would like to continue that legacy and continue to give back and give to my family.
I'm trying to make the pastry for the dumplings. I'm using a spoon because it's boiling water.
I just mix that together until it forms the right consistency, and then I knead it for a bit because you've got to let the gluten sit. In the meantime, I make the prawn and pork mixture. Added my spring onions, a little bit of ginger, soy, sesame, and a little bit of oyster sauce, tiny bit of sugar, because there's always sugar in Chinese cooking, and mix that through with some corn flour, so it's got that real pastiness that you need when you're eating a dumpling.
Leola,
Hello.
how's it going?
Good, I think.
Okay. So you've been cooking quite a long time, you said, since as long as you can remember?
Yeah, my paternal family is part Chinese. We'd always gather around the table and help pitch in and make things together.
It's the same as me growing up in a Vietnamese family. I mean, food is just part of our culture, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
right.
we take it for granted. So much so that when at school we want to have like ham sandwiches like all the other kids. When we realized,
What is that?
we realized like 10 years later, it's like, oh, we actually had the best school lunches. We didn't want to eat them because we were embarrassed.
And the fish sauce would smell out the lunchbox.
My name is Chiy. I am cooking pork, shrimp, and chestnut dumpling tonight. I am going to cook the dumplings 2 times. I'm going to steam the dumplings, and I'm going to fry them quickly so that the outside will be crisp and the inside is juicy. First thing I need to do is to clean my shrimps. My mom is actually mixed Chinese, so we do have a lot of Chinese cooking at home, and I just love the flavors. You eat one bite and you kind of want to eat more. Every time I cook, it's such an inspiring activity for me or experience for me.
Hey, Chiy.
Hi.
This is for your voice.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Have a second. You're sounding like a chipmunk. Yep.
Thank you. I'm Bill. I'm going to be cooking 2 dishes today, almost char siu dumplings and lotus bean pancakes. I'm using pork belly because it's got the skin and it's got the fat and the meat, and it gives you a really nice flavour. The idea is to replicate the flavour of char siu, but not actually roast it. My great-grandparents came to Australia in 1879. I'm half Chinese on my father's side and Irish-Australian on my mother's side. And passing that culture on to the next generation is really, really important.
My name is Sam. Today I'm cooking prawn and chives dumplings, family favorite. 1 hour is not a lot of time, so I thought I'd boil the water first because I know I need that to make the dough. So there's wheat starch that I'll add in and the tapioca starch as well. So 2 starch mixed with the boiling water and a little bit of salt. And then just let it rest for about 10 minutes. My mom was a gambler. Sorry, Mom. So when I come home from school, and she'll be on the mahjong table and I'll be in the kitchen, and at 16, I was already cooking for the family. And I just love it. For the grilling, I'll be cleaning the prawns, and half of the quantity will be for chopping very finely, the other half very coarsely. So that when you actually eat it, it gives you that different texture.
How's your dough?
Terrible. I think it's a failure. Very embarrassing. Nobby, I'm sorry.
You might need
It's
to
not
add
working.
possibly more flour to that.
First up from Lotus is apprentice chef Kevin. He's facing the challenge of cooking against our 4 home cooks.
Kevin normally not making dumplings, and this is probably his first or second time. Don't put everything on your bench. You might run out of space. He might make a mistake, but he's young. Who cares? Mistakes fine. We all learn from the mistakes.
Hi, I'm Kevin. Tonight I'm going to make pork dumpling with black vinegar. The first thing I need to do is the dough for the dumplings. To make the dough, we need to use water, flours, and keep kneading it until smooth. For the fillings, I first chop some chive.
The garlic chives he chopped too big. But anyway, he does his way.
To finish up the dumpling mix, first I need to squeeze out the water from the garlic chives and add in the pork mince, followed by some ginger, soy sauce, Shaoxing wine, and also some sesame oil.
down, Chris. Just calm down.
Okay.
Dad, Chicky's using store-bought pastry.
Totally fine. If you think you don't have enough time within 60 minutes to make your own dough, that's fine. Well, Bill, he's decided to do 2 types of dumplings. I'm quite concerned if he can get them both done within 60 minutes.